welcome back to the channel. So it's Monday night, it's about 6 o'clock and I just got home from work. I ran by the grocery store on my way home. I was hitting some traffic and there was like a Walmart right there and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run in there and grab a few things. So I thought I'd do a little grocery haul with you guys, and then we are going to be cooking 2 different like dinners tonight basically, so that we can have some like things in the fridge because I have quite a bit of energy tonight, and so I'm just like, I should just do it because like yesterday it was an absolute no. So I find that I do that, like when I have energy I go above and beyond, do probably way more than I should in a day, and then I do nothing for the next like 2 days. So that's the vibe. So I got raw, skinless, boneless chicken breast. I guess, okay, so I got supplies for 3 different meals, but I'm just making 2 tonight. So I guess I'll start with telling you what I'm making, and then I'll kind of, things will make more sense. So I'm going to home make pasta dough, and then I'm going to home make pasta with creamy vodka pasta sauce, also home making that. And then I'm going to do like crispy pan fried chicken to go with it. And then the other meal, chicken enchiladas, and then I'm gonna make Spanish rice. But I also got supplies for red Thai curry, and we're gonna make that later this week. So broccoli is for red Thai curry. I got a red and a orange bell pepper for the curry to have on hand and potentially use in the curry, because sometimes we switch up like what vegetables we use because we don't always use like what's traditional. Sometimes we do, and then we just kind of add whatever we're in the mood for. So we have sliced bamboo shoots, there we are, and then we have sliced water chestnuts. And I did get 2 cans of each, so 2 and 2. I got 2 coconut creams unsweetened, and then I did get coconut milk, also just like unsweetened. And then I got Thai Kitchen red curry paste because we've been using this as a base and it's been going really well. Also for the curry, green beans. And then to go with the pasta tonight, I got a salad kit because you guys know how passionate I am about Walmart salad kits. Just in general, I'm thinking about making maybe chicken masala later this week. Otherwise, we do eat a lot of mushrooms, so I just got mushrooms. A second red curry paste. I didn't realize I got 2. We are almost out of just regular soy sauce, so I got more of that. Now this, okay, so this is enchilada sauce. This is not the usual enchilada sauce that I get. I've never used this before. This is like a red chili enchilada sauce, but it was literally the only one they had. So we're just gonna do it. So I don't know if it's good, can't vouch for it. I got vodka for the creamy tomato vodka sauce for the pasta tonight. And then tortillas and cheese for the enchiladas. And then I do have all the supplies for the Spanish rice, and then I have all the other ingredients for the things that we'll be making. So I'm gonna start with making the pasta dough because it has to sit for 30 minutes before you can like roll it out and cut it. So I think I'm gonna make the pasta dough, and then while that's sitting, I'm gonna marinate the chicken. And then while the chicken's marinating, I'll cut the pasta, kind of do like 1 piece of each meal. So that's the game plan. I felt my phone vibrating. I think I just missed, yep, I missed a call from Darren. So I'm gonna put all this away and call him back, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so Darren is not in the mood for pasta, which he honestly has not been for the past like 2-3 weeks, which is fine, but I'm craving it. But when I do eat pasta, it tastes better, but also I feel like I just don't feel as like lethargic or after eating pasta when I eat like homemade pasta. I'm assuming it's because there's like not all of the extra like unnecessary like ingredients and preservatives and things like that. I prefer just to make it myself. So I have 2 cups of flour here. I'm adding half a teaspoon of salt, which this salt is almost empty. So half a teaspoon of salt. and then half a tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're going to be cracking 3 large eggs. And that is it. That is literally it. So then once you've combined all of the ingredients, you just mix it up and combine it. Make sure that you fully make it into a dough, and then you cover it, let it rest for 30 minutes, and you're ready to rumble. You can make it into whatever you want. I'm probably just going to roll it out into a like fettuccine like I usually do. I did not crack that egg well at all. So I usually start with the fork to beat in the middle. You can see I have some of the egg whites escaping over here, and that's fine. It's ultimately all going to be combined anyway. I just find it easier if I do it like this, and I can do like little by little. Okay, my dough is completely combined, so I'm going to wrap it up in saran wrap and let it sit for 30 minutes. Okay, so I discovered that apparently we don't have saran wrap, so put it in a Ziploc, but have it right here and it's resting, and then cleaned up my workstation. So I have 23 more minutes until it's time to cut that. So in the meantime, time to marinate the chicken for the chicken enchiladas. So literally every time I do this, I do something completely different. I don't have a go-to method. So I'm using Kirkland chicken, and I'm just gonna do 2 packs of it. And if I have too much for the enchiladas, then we can use them and do kind of like street tacos another day this week. Last time I went to the store, so you guys didn't see it in this haul, but McCormick's fajita seasoning. I've used this before and it was pretty good. So I decided, you know what, why not? I'm gonna use some fresh garlic, some salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, and then hot Mexican style chili powder. And then this one, New Mexico something. New Mexico molido. So this particular one actually comes in one of those little bags. But once I had an empty container, I put it in here and then I just taped on the label. And then, oh, lime juice. For this, I'm just using some generic lime juice. I'm not using my fancy key lime juice because I feel like for this, like this is all you need. The key lime juice is the only one I like to use for cilantro lime rice, but for like marinating something that's going in with a whole bunch of other like flavors, this works just fine. I'm going to rinse the chicken, cut off any excessive areas of like fat or like tendons and stuff that I find. So I just finished and I remembered the way that I prefer to do it. And that's putting it in a Ziploc bag so that I can really like rub in the seasoning. So we're gonna do that. My chicken breasts are a little bit wet because I rinse them as well while I'm like doing all the trimming. I know apparently it's controversial about whether or not to rinse your chicken, but it has this like weird slime on it and it's like sitting in like that raw juice. I can't do it. No, it's a no for me. So if you don't rinse your chicken, that's between you and possible, you know, illness. Okay, so I put a little bit of olive oil so we can coat it, and then we're gonna put this seasoning. So first I'm gonna start with this. I like a good amount of lime because the citrus also like breaks down the proteins and kind of works as like a meat tenderizer. And then plus we love the flavor of lime. Putting in like 2 pretty heavy scoops. No, I'm gonna even put in a little more because we also love garlic. I mean, in general, we love bold flavor. Dang, this is like stuck in there. And so we get all in there, and it's, yeah, I totally recognize that it might be more than, oh, this isn't even open yet. Okay, I'm not gonna use that. Than other people like. But you know what? We're the ones eating it, and if this is how we like it, how I'm gonna do it. Okay, this salt is almost out. Fear not, I've got a whole new thing of salt in the cabinet. Okay, so let's mix it all up, and then we'll do a sniff test, and then we can determine at that time if we're gonna add cumin. Nice and well seasoned. All right, let's see here. Actually, that smells really good. Do I add cumin? You know what, I'm gonna add a little cumin. Cumin, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. The way I see it is also there's a lot of kind of blandness with the cheese and the tortilla, that the chicken and sauce are kind of the only things bringing the flavor. So you know what? I'm okay with a bold chicken flavor. All right, see? Love it. So we still have 10 minutes left for the pasta. So I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, clean this up, and get my pasta station all set up. So I still have like 2 minutes left until the dough is ready. So I've set basically everything up, and I'm gonna start prepping for the pasta sauce. So I have right here the pasta maker and then something to catch it. And then I have some flour here so I can dust it on there. And then I'm gonna chop some green onions. So the recipe calls for like, for the tomato vodka pasta, it calls for like a quarter of a green onion. Yeah, I use like 3 green onions. I feel like onion just has such a good taste and adds so much to the flavor. And then over here I have the ingredients for the sauce, minus of course the heavy cream, because I want to leave that in the fridge. And then over here I have everything that I need for the Spanish rice. So basically I'm ready and steady. Once I cut this green onion, it should be time to work on the pasta. It's gonna be just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. My goal is to actually make the sauce once the enchiladas are in the oven, so everything kind of finishes at once. Because I think I mentioned, but Darren wants to eat the enchiladas for dinner. Really trying to make sure that we can like eat together. So let's see how I do with these timelines. Straight from my watery eyes, the green onion is ready to go. So contrary to what some people believe, oh my God, this is, wow. Or what some people prefer, I like to use the white part of the green onion, and then I go up a good amount of the green part as well. So you can see there's quite a bit of green in here also, and that's just the way that I like it. So that wasn't a mistake. That's not because I'm ill-informed. That's just like my preferred flavor profile when I use green onion, and thankfully Darren agrees. That was something we agreed on before we even met. So for the win, because I feel like that could tear apart relationships if you can't agree on what part of the green onion to use. It is time to start on the pasta. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in fourths, and then I'm going to roll it out a little bit so that, I'll put this here, I'm going to start on the biggest size so that we can start rolling it out, because otherwise, you know, you can't just like stick this whole thing in. So let's get started. Start on the biggest size or the biggest thickness, and then I work my way one notch at a time, thinner and thinner, and I stop at 3. 3 is the thinnest that I go. I could go all the way to 1, but I prefer a bit of a thicker pasta. so now he's gonna go shower. So got a pan, put some flour in here, and then I got out a cutting board and the meat mallet. I was going to prep the chicken for the pasta. However, I realized I should probably cook this chicken first because I need this to cook and then I need it to rest. I need to shred it before I can like make the enchiladas. So I think what I'm gonna do instead is I just put a pan on the stove and I'm heating up some oil and I'm gonna cook this, and while this is cooking, I think I'm gonna shred the cheese for the enchiladas. So I'm going to shred this entire block of Colby Jack. This is Costco Colby Jack. It is not the one I just bought today because we got this one like a week or two ago and first in, first out. So I'm gonna shred the whole thing. I don't think I need the whole thing, but I told you guys like in the previous vlog, usually we like to just have shredded cheese on hand, so I'm just gonna shred it all. Whole block shredded, filled up this entire bowl. So, whew, ready to go there. And now it's time to flip the chicken. Okay, so now the chicken for the pasta is prepped and ready to go. And I just pulled off the chicken for the enchiladas. So now that's gonna rest and cool down so I can shred it. And in the meantime, I am going to warm up the corn tortillas. So I'm gonna warm up 18. I think I only need like 14 or 15, but I like to have a few extra in case they tear. And then I have my little tortilla envelope so that it's like insulated. And once I put them inside, it's gonna keep them warm. So that's the game plan. Once I get the enchiladas in the oven, or I think right before I put them in the oven, I'm going to start the Spanish rice. Timeline is coming together so far. Taken over shredding so I can get things going. So I've set up my little station over there, but first I am going to make Spanish rice, and then I have water with olive oil and salt right here that I'm going to boil for the pasta. So it is showtime, guys. Pasta is done. The chicken is done. I just need to cut it. And then the rice is just about done. I'm just waiting for a bit more of the moisture to evaporate. And then we just pulled out the enchiladas. Oh my gosh. This has literally been an entire saga. It is now 9:05. Literally took me 3 hours to cook this. However, I will say the enchiladas, this is at least like 6 meals. Like me and Darren, you know, like 3 sets of like ours. And this is at least also 4 meals or 2 if me and Darren both eat it. So the good news is this was a successful meal prep, but wow, I am exhausted. So it is time to eat, and I think I'm gonna end this video here because this ended up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed watching me cook 2 completely separate types of cuisine. And I will link the recipes for everything in the description. So if you have any interest remaking any of these things, I hope you do, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys do try it and how it turns out. But anyway, good night, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, gives you a big thumbs up. And don't forget to tune in next week for another new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.